Hello, I'm Di Roberts from the Insight School of Art, and I'm going to show you some simple drawing exercises, and I hope you enjoy them. I'm going to show you how to draw a young face. We'll start with an elliptical shape for the head itself, very lightly, just so that it gives you an indication of where you're going to start with the features of the face. Young children, their features are always much larger than an adult's, but the same principle applies, that about halfway down that ellipse is where the eyes will be. So I'm going to start with the eye shapes, quite a lot larger than in an adult face. And I'm working from a photograph, but you could work from a child sitting in front of you. However, they don't sit still for long. Nice wide gap between the eyes. That gap is the width of another eye. Lots of children have got eyes that look even larger in the face. The child that I'm drawing, his eyes are quite squinted up, but they will still appear larger than in an adult face. Let's just place the nose, which is roughly halfway between the eyes and the chin. All the features are there in a small face, but they look a lot larger in comparison to an adult face because there's just so much more head visible. The mouth we can put in quite lightly and loosely, and a child's usually, not always, but usually smiling away, the odd little dimple. The lips are quite soft and large, depending on the age. This child's about 3 years old, and he actually, looking at the image that I'm working from, has got a very small chin. So let's just raise the chin up a bit, and lovely chunky cheeks. Any time you draw just a shape to give you the basic outline, you'll find you'll never ever stick to it. I've done many portraits and have never yet stuck to the original line, but still put it there as a guide, and then at least it gives you something to work towards. Put some eyebrows in very lightly, and you can see already the age of the face depends on this huge height of forehead. It's the skull has already formed at this age, that it's the features that need to grow. The ears always look quite large in height in comparison to the rest of the face. We'll just put an ear at that side. Now we put some hair in. The hairline, again, depending on how much hair the child has, will be something along these lines. And I can darken it up as I go along, but I just want to show you the eyes completed first. So we'll put some pupils, very dark, both eyes. It looks a little bit cartoony at this stage, but the more shading and tonal work you put in and the more time you have to spend, the more realistic the face will become. And if you're working from a photograph, obviously you've got all the time in the world because it won't wriggle and run off. Right, let's just put a bit more darker tone under the top lid to give a feel of 3 dimensions. And a lot of shading down the side of the nose and out towards the side there, and have that little dent there. Shadow at one side helps to make the face look quite accurate and realistic. A little bit of shadow here as well. We can indicate the teeth, but very dark underneath that top lip. A bit of shadow around there. A bit of shadow under the eyelid, coming round onto the eyebrow. And there's the eyelid there. And as you can see, the more shading I'm putting in, the more realistic and less cartoonified. Let's shade down the side here fairly quickly for you. And that helps to bring the face into reality a little bit more as well. I'm not making anything up, I'm following the shape of the shadow, referring to the image that I'm working from all the time. And I could keep working at this. It's a very cute face, lovely little model. But I'm just going to indicate the hair quite dark. And at this point you could use a softer pencil, a darker pencil. 6B would be good. I'm just using the same 2B just for demonstration purposes. But it gives you an idea of how to draw a very young face lit from one side to give quite a nice accurate little portrait.